What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Might and Magic Heroes 7. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we strongly consider that perhaps my defensive strategy was not so intelligent. So in today's episode, we need to upgrade whatever we can upgrade. We need to buy as many troop stacks as we can buy. The enemy is straight gangster mode Zerg bombing us right now. And so I think, what does this do? It equips the town with a moat in siege combats. -3 to all enemy heroes in the town's area control. Okay, the towers would be nice, but I think I'd take troop stacks first. Let's go ahead and I'm going to unlock the Wyvern Rock, which should give us the ability... It's kind of like the Crocodile Rock. I don't know if people are Elton John fans. Kind of like the Crocodile Rock. But the Wyvern Rock, it's an elite creature, does 6 to 10. Doesn't seem super good, but I'll take them for right now. Town defenses are ticking up for right now. I probably should have upgraded this a little bit more aggressively, but... it'll be alright. I don't think you get to control these in combat. If I remember right, in Might and Magic Heroes, these guys act autonomously as like a second army on the battlefield when you're going through. But I don't remember exactly, so I don't know. People are going to have to let me know if I'm wrong there. Vaguely remember something like that happening on this side. Imani's just hanging tight for right now. I think we're just going to have to wait and see what this guy does. Oh, look at that. Maybe the fort was the trigger. I think the fort had to have been the trigger because he seems really, really upset about that fort that I hit him at. So, if he wants to take back the fort, I don't care at all. Take back the fort. However, I'm going to destroy that real quick to protect myself. Then, what I'd like to do is if I could sweep through and kill all those other generals, that'd be pretty fantastic. I think that would work out really, really well for us. So, let's make a hard push. Oh, that uses up the rest of my turn. Oh, okay. Never mind then. And on this side, we're still just waiting for things to regenerate, but I should be buying new buildings as well every single turn. So we can go with a deep mine. What does that do? Provides shadow steel per day. Oh, that'd be nice. A basilisk cavern. Enables the recruitment of basilisk riders with a growth of 2 per week. That's not a massive amount of basilisk riders. What's that going to cost me? 5 wood. I don't think he's actually going to hit me. What is that gonna... oh, we'll upgrade that so I can have better gnolls then. Yeah. And so we'll turn those into, like, mega gnolls. Hell yeah! Enter the mega gnoll! Okay, so we got mega gnolls now, which means that mostly we just put a hat on them. That's pretty much it. Mega gnolls just have hats. Hey, can I not upgrade you to the warp... oh, I gotta do that on the next turn. Okay. Well, hope for the best, everybody. I don't like how it doesn't pan the screen to whichever enemy actor... is currently doing their thing. If he just wants to ride back and forth, though, as I build and destroy the bridge, I think I'd be okay with that. So it's the week of Star Silver. The Star Silver income from meteor craters is doubled. Okay. So we have things to think about here. On this side, we got basilisks that are ready to go. I think I will probably recruit just about everything they have on hand. And then the second thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to make a war pavilion so I could upgrade my orcs to the better version. Do I not have enough? Oh, okay. So I need a dragon steel on that one. Probably send somebody out as an outrider then to go grab some of that. I've already got Imani in the field, so that might work. That seems like a waste of wood for right now, considering how little wood I have. I suppose I could just buy wood. I mean, it's an option. We make so much money at this point that it's like, why not? Let's go for that. And when it comes to buying troops, we'll go all in on that as well. Because they are not actually that expensive. What I really, really could use right now... or some super stacks so that I can go back. Do those regenerate? What do those do? Why do they have these little things here? Regeneration. They regenerate 20 health at the end of its turn. Okay, so that's pretty good. Resistant to earth as well. You know, part of me is really tempted just to leave her here to guard this in case the other side decides to do something crazy real fast. I don't think that the other side will. So I've already got those. I would really prefer to leave myself an exit here, if there is one. Gotta remember it's the beginning of the week, too, so maybe they got more troops right here. Oh, look at that! It's Kua Minifu. Apparently, you left your entire city totally undefended, man. Why would you do that? So if it's owned by Django's allies, he's actually got to go all the way around the long way to stop me from doing this. That's pretty gnarly. Let's go ahead and take it. I like this, and I think that I would like it to be mine, is what I'm leaning towards right now. It says that it's trivial, but the local guard is actually fairly stacked. I'm going to go ahead and start the combat, and we'll do this one manually because I've never actually seen the sieges in this particular title. I remember them from 5 and 6, but I don't remember them at all from this game because I've never played it before. So it looks like we got to decide. Oh, he throws. Oh, look at that. We've got him chained to some big old rocks. I thought they said that we don't carry slaves as the Orcish army. This is definitely looking like a slavery-like situation. Looks like they count for cover. The big thing that I want to do is I want to get rid of anybody that can actually harm me. And so if I could fire some arrows in a volley, I think I would accept that. I actually would really, really like it if in this game. So one of the changes that I've always thought would be cool to Might and Magic is if you played on the same grid, but instead of putting one unit in, they just shrunk the scale down and you could see all of the 47 units you have in that tile. And so it would just be a bunch of little units in there instead of one big unit with a number underneath it. I just felt like that'd be better for immersion for me. And when they got killed for like 37 deaths, they would actually lose 37 little guys out of each cell. I don't know. It's a little thing that I've thought about for a long time about this series of games, and so I'd like to see it. I'll probably kill the wyverns because I think they can leapfrog the wall. I'd prefer to avoid that for right now. Go ahead and bypass your turn. It's weird that she can't defend. Go ahead and get inside cover. You, sir. Since you can't get to cover, just throw knives at somebody. Just be a general menace to society. And I think with only 2 guys, they shouldn't really be able to get much done here. Oh, they can leave their own gate. Okay, so that's good to know. I mean, I figured you could leave your own gate. I mean, what's the point of building a gate if you can't escape from your own area? But, you know, sometimes games have weird mechanics like that. Big ol' ogre guy, do whatever you want. Throw things. Yeah. Be generally unpleasant. Just fight in combat battle. On this side, can I rotate this at all? No, don't defend. Why would you defend? I wanted to rotate. No! So apparently the Q key makes you defend. I don't know. I was just trying to rotate the combat so that I could see better. I don't think I can move past the wall right now. Yeah, I think you actually have to be... Huh. Good to know. Good to know. You can still throw at him, though. Go ahead and kill them off. I'd like the morale penalty. So that orc's going to rage on inside of our bounty. Did I forget to use my attack on that turn? I think I may have forgotten to use my attack on that turn. So how long does it take to wipe out a wall? Like, where do you see the wall's HP at? It looks like it got a little, like, attack icon for a second, but I don't know. This guy is no longer in cover, which means that he's about to just get wailed on. So enjoy that. Probably try to get out of his range on this turn, too. That's actually a really, really powerful ability if you think about it. Like, the ability to shoot and move in this game actually changes things around pretty considerably. There goes another orc. And hopefully, if Imani could go ahead and handle that guy, we should have a victory on our hands. And so there it is. We captured their city of Kuamini, which I don't expect to hold it. This is more of just like a gambit to mess with them and kind of just like ruin their life. And so if we burn down their city real quick... So presuming momentarily that we take a look at Kuamini. Oh, look at that. We can replenish our troops here. Yeah, sure. That's double insulting. So I came to your city and stole your units and put them in my army. That's pretty hilarious, actually. I'll take it. It looks like we have caravans now, too. So we have Kuaminifu, which is... So what do these do? Set up a caravan from Kesho to Kuaminifu. Maybe we can send troops in between the 2 locations, I guess. Now, what this may do to us is it may force us into a disadvantageous situation where we got to defend something we don't actually want to defend. But for right now, I'm just going to stand by the front door and they can figure out what they want to do with it. That's hilarious, though. This guy's got to be, like, shitting bricks right now. I'd be kind of upset, but he left himself wide open, so tactically, Imani has learned new spells. Blizzard, Heal, Fog Shroud. Ooh. So are those all... Wait, so Imani... Oh, look at that. She's got light spells that she can't use. Maybe. Air magic. Got a little bit of water magic right there. Hell yeah. Some prime spells to reveal some treasure. What does that do? Reveal treasures is... No, there was no success in finding the tear of Asha. Oh well. Asha's tears are kind of gnarly and salty anyways. We have no money left. So I may just hang tight for a minute. Like, if I move out to here, is this guy going to be an issue? I should have grabbed the stables while I was here. Hold on, let me get restabilized. There it is. And so that's a little bit safer anyways, in case he decides to come through the gate right there. I would almost bet you... well... I was going to say, I would almost bet you anything he's going to go after Kua Minifu, but maybe he won't. He may come straight after us on this side of the field. In which case... my suggestion would be... see, I don't know exactly how this works. I don't know if I leave them up in here and then they become a part of, like, the siege retinue to help out. Or I don't know if I, like, stand in front of this location that it makes me slightly safer. Either way, we can't lose a character. We can't lose this character. So if she dies, that means that, you know, game over. That was one of our main objectives. So anyways, let's see what Imani can do first. Trivial enemies on that side. We've got a sawmill that apparently I already own, which is kind of odd. I guess it must come as an attachment to the city. I've got more than enough ore, and so I'm not tripping about that. Quick combat that out real quick, although it does make me nervous about losses. Okay. On this side, I need wood really, really badly right now. Wood has been one of those things that I just don't have any of, and so if I could get more of it, that would make my life a lot better. Please and thank you. Let's go back over here and see what upgrades we could throw into the city real fast. We got 5,000 gold. Not like a ton of stuff to do. Well, we've got the Wyvern Hatchery, which means that we get 7 more Wyverns. Or we could take more Basilisk Lancers. I think that since we've already got ourselves... we could go with a Crucible and a Moat. We can go with a Sky and an Earth Totem. Yeah, do another tower. Some to help out in this battle. I don't know how much damage the towers deal, but I want more towers. And then right before he gets here, I'll save and I'll try it both ways. I don't know if you have to put him in the garrison, or if you get attacked at the city walls, you can actually defend it manually, but... yeah, look at you coming into our territory. Look at you riding out like a badass. My guess is that he's trying to flip the map right now. If I could kill off a couple of his heroes, that would definitely remove tactical options for him. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm actually going to save and I'm going to put everything into the garrison. But I think the defensive garrison right here is these guys are the ones that are going to come along. And so we've got towers. We've got... they do 160 damage per turn. That's not bad. We could have a moat, which looks like it may... it says that it wants me to build it, but I don't know. Did I buy all the units that we have here? I bought all the units. So... oh, that gives it the moat. Okay. What does the Idol of Fertility do? Provides the option to select a dwelling in this town to instantly grow creatures for recruitment with its actual growth once per week. Little bit sketchy on the wording right there. I think it just means that I can buy extra, like a double dose of troops or something each time that I use it. So that might be cool. The War Pavilion, we still don't have enough Star Steel for that. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to save and figure out how this works. And I will get back to you when I let you know. Okay, so it worked basically the way that I wanted it to. You can't defend, so you can't defend the city with one of your heroes. So if you stand outside the city, like attached to it as though you're building upgrades, you don't get to fight with your hero. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But if I take all of her units and place them all inside of the garrison, things get a little bit safer for us. And so I'm going to take the battlefield configuration that I have right now, and we're just going to try and ride this one out. This is pretty much our only ditch effort to defeat this guy because he's pretty beefy. I mean, he's got a lot of scary units in here, so we may just have to treat this one the best way that we can. But we have a level 3 upgrade to our wall, and so my big hope here is that maybe we can kill off a lot of their units with catapults and things like that. So yeah, that does look like it deals some attrition, and they get to fire twice, and so we might have a pretty decent chance of actually making it through this if we can just survive the bombardery. I'm sorry, if they can, you know, get wiped out by the bombardery before we actually have to do anything. And so my goal for right now is actually just going to be to hide behind my walls. I'm not going to try and do anything for right now aside from with my ranged characters. Go ahead and take the turn right there. On this side, we can kill 50 of them. I think for the morale bonus, that's a very, very good call. I don't mean to turtle like this, and it's a big loss in XP. That's the thing, is this might be a loss in XP that will affect us later on into the game. But for right now, this was the only conceivable way that I could see that we were going to defeat this giant-ass army. Like, this is a big goddamn army, so, gotta play it how you gotta play it, I guess. Go ahead and see if you can't stop these harpies from getting closer. It's weird that we only have, I think we should have had like 20 of those, shouldn't we? I don't know. Either way, big dude's running up on the walls right now. Go ahead and wipe out the harpies. I think the flying ones are the only ones that can get over the walls. And so just kill whatever you can, because I think they are actually physically stuck until they destroy the gate. On this side, what I'd like to do is let's go ahead and get them ready. What I want the wyverns to do is I'm going to stack them in front of the gate if the gate goes down, but we should be alright. I think we should be able to whittle them down enough before the wall comes down to where we should survive. Oh, he killed my harpy stack. Okay. That makes sense. That's a big loss in morale, though, for 3 units. Maybe I should have disbanded him. It would have been safer. So you're going to fire rocks at him, but you're going to hit the orc on accident. That's cool. I don't care. Orcs are super scary in this game, so kill whatever you want. Kill whatever makes you feel better. I'm so glad we upgraded those defensive towers, like no joke. I'm super, super stoked. We're going to wait on the harpies to come across the fence because I don't actually think they're going to be a threat for right now. With these guys, I should probably get rid of those. But I'm going to get rid of those first so that I can balance out the morale a little bit and hopefully deprive them of getting like a double turn or anything like that. Let's go ahead and wait it out. On this side, let's inflict a little bit of pain, I guess, on this group. I want to go for kills. I want to go for kills before anything else so that we can get the morale bonus. Obviously, we're going to be taking strikes from over here every single turn, but he looks to be dead set on attacking things that don't matter. This big guy over here, how much HP does he have? A lot. Okay. I wonder if he can actually attack the wall. Let's start working on him. It looks like the wall is attackable, but I don't know. Why would you... So if they can't do anything to the walls, the confusion here that I run into... Okay, so we lost one wyvern right there. That's not even that bad of a loss. I don't know when the wall's going to go down, though. I mean, it's definitely taking damage. Catapults get another turn, which is great. Looks like they're firing point blank. That rock animation needs to be worked on. That looks like the rock teleports... like back to... It looks like the rock actually teleports back with whatever way they program the animation. Hey, we killed off one of his ogres. Good. The more ogres we kill, the happier I am, because ogres are super scary in this game. So they can't actually use the fly and retreat ability, which is a little bit concerning. I'll probably just have them wait then behind our impenetrable walls. Play that old school biblical defense where we just hide behind our walls for hella long. We lost our tooltip over here, but we can kill 14 of them right there, or we can kill 2 right there. Let's go for... I mean, a 14 stack of orcs is already pretty heavily marginalized. Let's go for those guys right there, I guess. If we can kill them off, it'd be cool. I know I just said that I wanted the morale, but I think I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. Especially since a smaller stack could inflict greater... Well, a couple of casualties anyways. We'll just use a smaller stack to keep whittling away on that one. So there's 4 right there. I'm going to go ahead and take another attack on that side, but it's going to be from one of their main characters. I will probably throw out... Let's keep knives on the big guy, I guess. It looks like they're just going to chill and defend. Fine by me. I should have combined these stacks, though, before I started the combat. I didn't think about it because I was desperately trying to search for a solution to win the battle. I wonder if we kill this guy if we win. And so, essentially, he's forcing the win on a timer right now. I hope not. That would suck. I want to explore the rest of the map first. How much HP does our wall have? Like, our wall is really holding it down right now. It looks a little busted up, but then again, it looks like we made it out of some kind of weird clay or something, so who even knows? This guy's gonna wipe out that other orc stack. I do wish that in one way or another, I could sort of like figure out what we wanted to do with our catapults. I could actually command them personally. And perhaps maybe you can. Yeah, I'm just going to keep them back here for right now. Just keep whittling away. What can you do right there? Go ahead and kill the gnolls, I guess. So there's 77 of them down. With that particular volley. Keep working on those orcs. There goes the attack. So it's 5 more gnolls down. I think the AI knows that this wall is going to break like on the next turn. So keep throwing knives at him. Hey, double turn. Not completely enough to get rid of him, but it's something. And I'll take that. Can't be greedy. So the siege combats definitely seem to be one-sided in favor of the defense. However, that was basically how siege combat worked in the olden days too. It was slightly balanced by the fact that the invading army could block supply from the internal city. However, that said, if it was a well-supplied and well-fortified city with a good wall, chances are you were more than likely not getting into it. I mean, I think there was a couple of stories from England with longbowmen, like 20 longbowmen could hold an entire fort and kill like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of men for like months or something like that. And the attackers really had just like no way to get around that. They just kind of had to suffer the losses. In fact, I think they made a movie about it, didn't they? Like Ironclad or something like that. I think they made a movie about it. So what do we have left? I'm going to kill you because I would like to get a morale bonus, and I don't think you're getting through this wall. I think that you have been defeated, and now you'll be forced to retreat. We have cut off your pedicles in the most aggressive way possible. Kill 1 orc! That's absolutely what I want you to do for right now. Yay! Let us cheer for the death of 1 orc. Totally worth the time and DPS we just spent. So Basilisk Rider, a little bit more damage right there. That is a nasty... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. What was that extra attack we got right there? I think they get a bonus where they get to, like, take a swing at the enemy or something like that. It's weird, and I don't know how to describe it. Oops. That was my bad. I clicked and walked through there, and I didn't even mean to. Lost an orc stack. It wasn't a particularly huge stack anyways, but we'll get it back on the next turn. I don't think that that's actually Django. I think that's Shawnee. And so that works out. Catapults, continue wounding everything you possibly can. Wow, you got to be, like, ready for siege combat in this game. If you're going to attack a city that's really well fortified, you're going to have, like, all elite units. You're probably going to have elite siege units as well, because you ain't getting through that wall unless you get real lucky with some rolls. I'm just going to hang out right here. I got lucky with a roll one time, and that's why I'm not invited back to Thanksgiving dinner. Why are we just bypassing turns? Why did it just bypass all of my turns? That's weird. I have no idea what just happened right there. It just bypassed a bunch of my turns. I don't even have a hand on the keyboard right now, so I'm not totally sure what happened. Like, I'm playing one-handed with just a mouse right now, so I didn't hit any hotkeys or anything. Maybe it queues up your actions, so I, like, double or triple clicked and then caused me some pain. Is that wall down? It looks like bits and pieces are falling off. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. You can't really rotate the camera, I don't think, but it looks like the walls become more and more damaged along the way. Ooh, that's the fight for you guys. That's the fight for you. So now he just killed off one of his beefcake heroes. So give us a little bit of time to search out the rest. I'm actually kind of impressed how expansive the maps are in this game. Like, it takes you a while to play this out. Yeah, go for the kill right there. The wyverns, let them feed. Let them feed. Oh, look at that. And then, hell yeah, okay. So the gnolls look like they supplement melee attacks with support fire. And so we won. Very, very good. And so Shawnee was defeated but still gained XP. That's weird. I don't know how to describe that one either, but I guess I'll just take it. And close that on down.
I don't understand. But the orcs had already suffered horrendous losses at Albertil. Hadn't they had enough?
Imani had had enough of throwing orc lives away. But Imani knew that orcs would never be free until they had won. Orcs were doomed following Django. Imani wanted to lead orcs down a different path.
I was going to say, is that the end of the level? Because I feel like we did pretty well here. So I ran away with Reem. Basically, I dropped off all her units and ran away because she's mission critical. If she dies, we lose the mission. But that worked out pretty well for us right there, aside from me accidentally killing off all of my orcs. That was an accidental move that was facepalm worthy. It was one of those Kit Lolly moments again. That's for the really, really old school fans right there, from back when I had like 10 subscribers. Let's see, we've got a whole bunch of fights up here that we could presumably just mash our way through. Technically, feeding these to Reem would be the better idea. What were those? Oh, Sandals of the Swift Journey. Do I have those already? I've got Destiny Boots. I mean, that's kind of cool. We could beat up some of his other armies, too, like this one right here. What the hell was that? I'm a little bit confused. We probably want to stay away from the Fog of War as well, because there's a very real likelihood that the enemy may come out of the Shroud with like a fat-ass army, like ready to take us out, just like it did previously, which made me all kinds of nervous. And so I may cut back this way with Imani and just start driving him from our lands real quick. They call me the chauffeur because I drive you from my lands wherever you want to go, but mostly hell. I mean, if you want to go to hell, that is basically where I take you. I don't know if the strongholds actually do anything. I think you can actually just drop off troops there or something. And then once you drop off troops, maybe it becomes like a stop block or something. I don't really know what the forts do for me. They don't provide me with resources or anything, so don't really think about it that often. I'll probably stay away from wiping out this fort because that means I got to defend it. And I'm really not interested in defending something that far away from my city right now. She's going to wait right here. Did I already build something this turn? Or was that turn pretty much just like a win for us? We can go for a few more upgrades. The Idol of Fertility is really expensive, though, for what it does. It allows us to double up on the growth, I think, once a week for other things. And so it'd be cool for, like, Centaur growth and getting, like, big 200 stacks of Centaurs. Or we could just grow the capital like that and then bim, bam, bomb. I should probably trade out some of this ore for other things, too. So let's go here, and we'll trade some ore. So we get 3-to-1 on wood. That's pretty good. What do we get on... We get 6-to-1 on that. We'll then take a whole bunch of those then, because I get ore. It's coming out of my ears. Like, I don't even need it right now. And so we've got... Yeah, let's take those up to maybe 5. And let's keep all of our supplementary, like, special steels and things up above 5. 5 or above, anyways. Let's wait and see what Django decides to do. I can't believe that that army would ride out on me right there. That'd be a bad plan. I mean, I don't know what it's doing, but I'm going to take it out real quick. He has no troops, so I assume that counts as just like an instantaneous kill/victory. I don't really know what else to say about it other than that. I'm going to leave these standing because the AI seems to be heavily triggered by you taking their stuff. Like, you notice how the AI didn't bother us at all until we took this mine over here, and then all of a sudden it was like go time? I'm thinking that the AI is triggered by you crossing their boundaries and taking stuff from them. At that point, they swap from being defensive to being offensive. I still don't know how to get over there. I assume Django's real stronghold is back up in here, but haven't really fiddled with it. We also have this second city over here that we could upgrade a little bit. It's giving us a bunch of cash right now, and I don't think that it would be folly. Actually, I guess send her out this way. Let's go ahead and we'll get up in the enemy's territory real fast. I'll send her over here to sort of governate on this side. That's a California joke right there. I'm going to have him governate, or her governate on this side. And through that, she'll accumulate like tier 1 troops. And then I'll send Imani back. She'll get filled up on tier 2 troops, and that should be alright. For right now, beat down some trivial fights, because you still have not maxed out your level, and I would like for you to do so. So there it is. Grab all of these lovely little things. Get into that fight right there. And did that ding her? Oh, it did. It dinged her. Okay, so we want to go up now, and we wanted to focus on... I think I was working on just making her like a siege governor. And so if I go to the warfare... Let's see. The hero siege warfare units can be controlled manually and shoots it twice at the same time. Oh, good. Okay. So that's what I wanted right there. It's actually available through here. And so what the that can be controlled manually... And so I can choose... Oh, okay, I get the difference. So this one right here, if you take a look at her army, she has... I don't know if it'll show up on here, but she has this little thing right here, this Dreamwalker. The Dreamwalkers, they attack on their own unless you have that ability. And so the Dreamwalkers are called support units because they can't be attacked, they can't be killed. They sit in the back line just like the hero does, and every turn they just like fire on the enemy and get freebie kills. They don't deal a lot of damage, so don't rely on them too much, but I think they could be upgraded. So let's go get this gold mine back because I love gold. And that's going to end her turn. That's okay, though, because I think we've basically decimated the enemy at this point, which should give us all the desires that we want to sort of just like run around the map, or I'm sorry, all the time that we want to run around the map and do whatever and make sure that we get all the secondary objectives and whatnot, which is always important to me. So there's the kill right there. I'm going to do my best to feed her like all the kills that she desires around here. Actually, I might be able to get you too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bono this thing up. That was like a contingent question when I started dating my girlfriend. She's like, how do you feel about you two? And I was like, I cannot stand you two. They are the worst. And then she was like, yeah, we can date. And I was like, fantastic. Although we have some principal disagreement over the Foo Fighters. It's a point of contention, but, you know, whatever. Hey, experience and gold for chests are up by 50%. That's pretty good. That makes me happy. I like that. Jump up in the city real fast. In the city of Kuaminifu. Wait, I can just pan. I don't even need people to be there? See, I'm not even sure anymore what we're doing here. I'm just such a noob at all this stuff. It appears as though you can pan in between your two cities. And as long as you have somebody in a city, you can interact with your city, it looks like. So as long as somebody is in one city, you can interact as much as you want. What are they able to produce over here? Mostly just orcs. Let's get a centaur camp up and running. Because I think centaurs are really important as a strategy for the orcs. Not a big fan of harpies because they get wiped out and routed really, really easily. And so I just want all these to be added to her stack for right now. And we'll just do civic upgrades over here for the next couple turns with her to make sure that everything is getting upgraded in a way that we want it to. In addition, while she waits for things to respawn, we'll have her run around this area and just clear it all out. She hasn't gotten the permanent defense bonus either, so I think that's going to be important as well. Defense in this game, I know I talked about it already, but defense makes it so all your guys take one less damage every time they get hit, as far as I can tell from the description anyways. And so that's kind of a big deal when your units are taking 400, 500 damage. If you can drop that by 78 damage because your stack gets +1 defense, I think that that's a good thing to run down in Hound Dogs, so I don't really want the 40 harpies, but I'll keep them. We got everything here? We got everything here. I don't think we upgraded anything, though. We can make a basilisk cavern, or we could just go with the wyvern hatchery. Let's do the wyvern hatchery. And that should give us access to a couple more? No, that just increases the amount we produce per week. Okay. Alright, the end of the turn. It's another fantastic little week here. We get 7,000 gold per turn. Which means that on this side, it's actually probably a better plan for me to upgrade this place and get it up to speed. So let's go ahead. We've already got the city hall. What does a town portal do? Oh, really? You can give the spell for instant recall to all heroes visiting the town. Okay, and it makes them go back if it's the nearest town available. Let's do the centaur outpost out here because I think that's good. You can only build one thing. Oh, look, you can do multiple upgrades per turn, though, so that's good. That's fun. That's enjoyable. Unfortunately, one of our dear friends here has vacated the premises of Mui Kinifu, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So, they won't join me, but they will fight me. Well, it's going to be a bad plan for them, so give me all of your treasures, though. How awesome would it be if you could just, like, walk around and, like, kill stuff and pick up treasure? I talked about that with a friend one time. What are those? Should I auto-resolve this? What is this? 40. Oh, no. That's not even worth it. Kill them! Slay them right now. Stab them in the face and level up more frequently. Alright, so now that she's leveled up, she can go with... I forget what I was working on. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's make it so that... This is just for siege warfare, though. This is not for towers, I don't think. I'll probably go for the attack and support warfare units, then. Because I think that just controls the guy that throws the rocks at the wall. So... What is this? It's a major artifact. The Horn of Plenty. Oh, wow. That's super gnarly. It gives us one of the special resources every single turn. That's really good. So we found 2 of the obelisks here. Which is going to be pretty badass. I think it's actually going to show us a spot on the map once we get done with it. The stained glass is disappearing each time we go to an obelisk. So that'll be cool. Can I go out that way? I cannot. Alright, well, make your way back to Kua Minifu then. Actually, go get that gold. Yeah, money, money, money! Money! We've got everything we need over here, and I think it's probably a pretty good spot to break off the episode. I've been watching my timer, and you're getting a long one here today. But anyways, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next episode. I'll probably bypass a couple of turns and stack up some troops, and I'll see you next time. Hi to everybody.